Alright, I'm back. Look at this view, eh? Down. Alright. Sorry, I was still getting set up here. But I'm good now. Phew. Oh, I landed on top of Valfina. My bad, man. There we go. It's the man I need to talk to, though. A blissful arrival. It seems Whisker has the Sultry security well in hand. I, meanwhile, have discussed the next steps with Master Watt and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Sure enough. Message from General Alden. Apologies for the interruption, sir, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience. Do not feel obliged to wait around on my account. I'll remain here to hammer out the finer details with Watt and act as an intermediary with our business partners in Ul'dah. You should go. Alright. General Alden asked that you wait for him by the main gate in the Alamegan Quarter. My apologies again, sir. Fare you well. It's no problem. Don't fall over, little guy. He likes watching the streams. Little snaky snake back there. It's because I hear the plastic kind of moving because of the wind from the fan, my ceiling fan. Pray leave the administrative tasks to me. General Alden will be waiting. Right on. That Alfino's a bright lad, isn't he? I told him that we'd need to repair the place and he tallied up the total cost on the spot. And it weren't a small number either. Yeah, he's a math whiz, go figure. It's like he's literally a scholar. It's like, yeah. I'll ask Commander Hex to assign a squad to patrol the Sultry's harvesting and fishing spots. And I'll be sure to tell him what you told me. Oh, fuck this.
Apologies for the wait.
Oh shit. Hey, it's no problem, man.
People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal.
Yeah, those guys?
It would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Yeah, we saw that. Our character didn't see it, but we saw it.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
These assholes who backstabbed me and my friends so hard. They caused us so much grief. Even after Laurentius said he was gonna turn over a new leaf when I spared his life way back then too. But I mean, if recent events have taught us anything, And I already knew this beforehand. Execution doesn't solve it. Execution's not the answer. Though I do want to strangle Yu Hase for a bit. Just
You
for a
would
little bit.
spare these animals. Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard. Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to kill him, but can I at least strangle Yu Hase a little bit? Just a little bit, you know? Just wring him out a little bit, turn him over and shake the gold coins out of his pockets. Little shit.
I bear a share of the blame for Ilbert's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did. Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Father...
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay.
Yeah, the Sultana noticed.
The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword.
Oh, wow! I'm honored, holy shit!
But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
If you only know how Nanamu felt. Nanamo, sorry. I came out wrong. I think I said Nanamu or something. If you only knew. But you'll find out eventually, I think. Ironbald seems flustered. Something is amiss. What's going on, dude? I was just on my way to the saltery. It's lucky I saw you. What's going on? That took longer than I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled. Ironbald, what news? We may have a problem, sir. A group of Ananta has arrived at the main gates. And I don't mean the Vera. These are Kalyana, the ones that summoned the Primal. Excuse me. They're insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Lisa's trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all of the native beast tribes, but we assumed the Kalyana would refuse it out of hand. We had best go and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Leon, you've dealt with these Kalyana before. I'd have you at my side. Right on. I'm with you, Robon. Let's go. I do wonder, though. Robon said he almost, like, he felt the urge to become an adventurer, basically. Inspired by us. It's fucking cool. He had a mind to join our party permanently, basically. but he remained loyal to Nanamo. He's a man of conviction. And here they are. Alright, at least I'm here. What's up? Liam! Brabham! God, it's good to see you. Ah, the Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss. But we did not come here to shed blood. Really? You claim to seek harmony with all who call Girabania home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Ananta. It is our wish, and you are welcome. But we cannot condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask that you first surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that it will all be returned to you when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. I reckon that's the closest we're going to get to a compromise, and we will have people standing guard. Aye, let them keep their swords. Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chamber. This has never happened before. Why do I have the feeling we've welcomed a Viper into our midst? Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. I'm kind of like, this has never happened before. A hostile beast tribe suddenly wanting to have a little sit-down. Also, a nice pun, Robon. A Viper. Literally snake people, and he's saying that shit. I'll slap you. I'll slap you! I wouldn't do that. I respect the big guy too much. Turning the Kalyana away now would have made a mockery of Lisa's promise to give everyone a say. She couldn't not let them in. Yeah, her hands were tied after that, yeah. Return of the Bull. This Kalyana elder's intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What think you, Leon? Past experience shows this is not true. I'm afraid the enthralled cannot be trusted. Aye, it is said that once a creature has fallen under the sway of a primal, there is no salvation. And I strongly doubt the Kalyana have suddenly broken free of Lakshmi's will. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the Scions? Of course. I'll definitely be there. I'll round up our comrades and send them to the Alamegan quarter. You can go on ahead if you like, Leon. Thanks. I'll see you in the palace. The Griffin of Alamigo. Just saw the Griffin statue on top of the castle. You know, obviously that's why Ilberd chose that as his symbol way back then. Leon, I brought reinforcements. We got the crew together! Hell yeah! Ehrenwald told me of the arrival of our unexpected guests, and I agreed that it would be prudent to call upon Yustola and Thancred as well. The homies. We haven't seen them in a while. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. Exactly. That's what I said. I'm not familiar with the Kalyana tribe myself, but Alize's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races. Despised it, in fact. Even compared to other Ananta. Indeed. This apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lys was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Ishol and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over proceedings in the throne room itself. Right on. Understood. We should join General Alden inside then. Leon, do you know the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. Okay. Leave external security to us, Leon. I scouted around the palace quite extensively while I was searching for trials, so I know the lay of the land. Leaving it up to you, Thancred. As fortune would have it, I was visiting Ralger's Reach to look in on Alize. She sends her regards. Hope she's healing up well. The rear entrance to the palace is just up these steps. The guard should wave us through. If we could somehow come to an understanding with the Kalyana, it would represent a great step toward resolving the primal dilemma in Alamigo. I only hope they are sincere in their intentions. You and me both, but again, past experience says differently. I don't know. You're with the Scion, sir? General Alden left orders that you were to be escorted inside. You follow me. Please.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
That was a good opener. Good on you, Lise. You're getting better at this.
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government.
Yes!
All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfred. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kalyana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith.
Oh, shit!
You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi!
Damn it!
Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
Wait, someone sniper! What the fuck? From the water? Shit!
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
He's right, we're immune. Damn! Raban showed no fucking mercy. Well, she ain't gonna be in Final Fantasy 15. Oh, wait. I guess I should say she won't be in the next expansion. Shit. Thou shalt not pass.
Gods damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
No, you don't!
The Kalyana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvald to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Yeah, whatever she's about, you'd best make it quick.
Lisa's got the moves. Oh, we already knew this, of course.
Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
I have to admit, my first time here, I was like, holy shit, now shit's getting intense. Looks like I can only talk to Raban. Damn the Kalyana! Of all the places to die. What do they say? I'll not fall here. Do I fight, or... What do you say? Nothing. We must protect the envoys. Never in all my days. I know this is quite shocking. Ah, this spear will have to do. Out. Save me. What in the hells? I'll give that one guy one last chance to say something. I came in peace. I leave in pieces. Oh, no, don't worry, we'll save you. Leave the underlings to me. You have a primal to fight. Head outside to prepare? No. That'll ruin the immersion, let's go. How do we fight her without leaving our allies wide open? We can't stay on the back foot forever. Damn it, if I think like that, we've already lost. I have the Warrior of Light on my side. We can do this! Isn't that right, Leon? You got that right. I got your back, Arenvald, we got this. Use the duty action Deflect to dissipate the ether spheres Locksmith releases during the battle. Be warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an ether sphere will result in failure. I ain't backing down, bitch. Killed you once before, I'll do it again. Leaders of Girabani, accept my love. Worship my light. She means to enthrall everyone. We have to stop her. You've done a fine job of blocking our retreat. Or they've done a fine job of blocking our retreat. We must break through. Forget the primal and focus on the foe before you. I wondered.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
And give up the freedom we've worked so hard to win? Not likely. Oh, sweet, that works. What the hell, Ironball? I thought you were gonna get that one. Jesus Christ. Can't trust this guy. Do not your mortal bodies tire. Far better to dwell in dream. We'll keep our eyes open, thank you very much. Yeah, tell her, Alfino.
I shall free you from your hate.
Shit, there are too many. We can't stop them all. He's not wrong. Oh god. There's too fucking many.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
He's right. Shit. Oh, shit.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
A redemption arc. Alright, now we're fucking talking. Let's kick some ass. Why? Why do you deny my blessing? You who defy me shall rest in death. They brought you into this world over a mistake I made. And I'll be damned if I let you taunt me with it. I mean, we don't have to be that far away, but... Where did she... Stay on your guard. I'll cut us a path. Stand ready! Raban's badassness. You cannot flee my radiance. You will all be my dreamers. Oh shit! I can't read all that, but... We'll lock her down as best we can. The rest of you need to run! Quickly now, while the primal is... Lise? I can't run away from this. They need us! And we stand and fight together. Alfino, the envoys are in your care. Surely you do not mean to... Very well. I shall see our guests to safety. Forsake eternal bliss. Alright. Now we got an even bigger party. All of you to me! Why are you two staying? She still has more than enough strength to battle you both! You need more than 3 to beat a primal. And if we let you fall here, then who'll be left to stop her? Good point, good point. pitiful, misguided children. Lay down your weapons. Lay down your heads. What the fuck? What? I can't move! She's going after Lisa Nabon! Oh no. Like hell you will. So I was like, Ehrenwald, you better break free and get that or we're dead. Fuck. My thanks, Leon. I'll make sure my steel is worth the effort. Please, because Jesus Christ, that was damn close. Again and again you refuse my gift. This quest battle's quite the butt clencher. Like, I sweated a little bit there. She's building up to something big. Come close to me, all of you. Nice work, Cordola. You alright, though? This is nothing. It's one thing after another. We have to fight as one. Oh, shit. That was kind of unfair. There's no way I could have stood in the right spot to escape that in time without knowing ahead of time. I was a little fucked up. Why do you cling to your misery? It's starting to weaken. Don't give up! Are you just gonna stand there? Behold my divine brilliance! I knew it was a glitch. What in the... Her power's out of control! I'll shield this, but you'll have to finish her off. Alright. I'll not lose to the likes of this. Quickly, I can't hold her off forever. Just a little more, just a little more. I'm not gonna make it. Kill her! You need to kill her now! I'm trying. We're trying. Hold on, Cordola. We end this now. For Al Amigo! Oh, shit! Lisa's charging up Final Heaven. Damn! Level 3 monk limit break right there. Whew. That is one of the most intense quest battles fucking ever. Like, I was just as much on the edge of my seat right now as I was my first time through. I legitimately thought I was about to fail with one of those aura spheres.
We did it! We beat her!
Only 5 of us instead of 8, yeah.
What is this?
I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
So that's how she showed up. That's what Lise ran off to do. Good thinking.
Seven hells. It's her, the Butcher.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You, I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
What's up, Burn? That was unlike any battle I've ever seen. I'm not entirely sure how I survived it, to be honest. You and me both. I mean, I wasn't afraid for my own life, but... Them? We could have lost any one of our allies today. They would have become thralls. Tancred? They disgrace all Ananta. We encountered our fair share of enthralled outside the palace. Enough to delay us from lending you a timely hand, I'm afraid. Damn. I was ill-prepared for such a meeting. That was right mess, eh? Saved by the Butcher. That bloody Butcher. Yeah, and when you wanted to kill so badly earlier. Where would we be right now? My thanks. I thought myself done for. Where would we be right now? If you guys had killed her. In life, there is always potential. Death is the end of that potential. Your options become more limited. If you have less people, that could potentially help you. Not to discount the danger, she could have easily turned on us. Or just killed herself and refused to help. That's why I call it potential. One wrong step and I would have lost my will to that fiend for the rest of my days. It was a sobering thought. Yeah, I don't know which side he was standing on, but hold on. We can review this actually later. I'll say 15 minutes. It was a lengthy battle. I don't know. I lost track of time. Lisa is certainly living up to her own ideal. Not every commander would choose to enlist a former enemy's aid in battle. I'll double check it just to make sure. Oh, wow. That long? I guess with cutscenes and everything else. Okay, never mind. It was the last 30 minutes then? Well, hold on. Let me delete this one. Do you guys remember? I'll talk about it and show the clip this, later, but real quick, I gotta say, you guys heard me say it was glitched. Do you see how Fordella had the stack marker, but she didn't do anything to get... There we go. She didn't do anything to get out of the AoE, right? So my first time through, I still remember this because it pissed me off. I was not playing as a tank class. That was part of the problem. But, tank privilege is a real thing in quest battles. I should have died from that AoE if I wasn't playing as a tank. But, or at least I think I would have. But anyway, what I'm getting at is, do you see how she didn't move out of the AoE? I said that's a glitch because what happened was my very first time through, I think I was playing as a Dragoon or a Ninja. Probably a Ninja, actually. Because I was really into that class at that time. She did that, but she ran over to the left side of Lakshmi, I think, or she was standing on the left side of her, not where she was in this time around. But either way, I saw the stack marker and thought, wait, I'm supposed to stand there, but that's in the middle of all those AoEs that are stacked together, so I should be somewhere else too. What the fuck do I do? I foolishly ran for the stack marker. Because that time everyone else did too. All the other characters. So I thought that was what I was supposed to do. Of course, I died instantly. The attack from the stack marker as well as the AoEs going off right after that just annihilated me. There was no healing myself at all. Like I was just gone in a split second. And it really pissed me off because I did everything else up to that point perfectly. On the first try, I did all that stuff where you have to prevent people from being enthralled. I did all that flawlessly. First time through, I had no idea what to expect. So it was on normal difficulty, my very first time doing that quest battle, and I did all that flawlessly only to die like that. I was pretty pissed off. I was like, wait, what the fuck? What was I supposed to do? I was like, that had to have been a glitch, there's no way. So second time through, I confirmed it. That didn't happen. Fordella got the stack marker and she actually got out of the AoE and somewhere safe. But see, it happened again, right now. She didn't get out of it. Though this time I didn't fall for it. I was like, you know what? She's got plot armor as an NPC, I think she'll live. And she did. So I was like, so all I had to do was not listen to the stack marker my first time through, and I would have literally first tried this whole thing. Way back when I was still playing through Stormblood on my very first playthrough. Almost 2 years ago, It was so frustrating. I'm glad I can confirm it now, though, that it is kind of a glitch, because like I said, my second try, she did not do that. She actually got out of the fucking AoE and was somewhere safe where I could actually stack with her. So, I was like, wow, that's frustrating. I hate not beating something like that, especially something that intense with so much on the line. Not beating it on the first try just because the game fucks up. It's annoying. It kind of reminds me of, like... Well, the most recent example I can think of right now, probably because I saw a streamer play a little bit of... I saw a little bit of a streamer play Until Dawn, because that spiritual successor, the Quarry, just released today, I think. There was a moment where, when I played that game, I lost the character because of a dropped input. The game didn't detect me pulling the trigger of a gun at a certain point, and so, dead. It pissed me off just as much as that. I was like, what the hell? I did nothing wrong. I did it perfectly, but the game literally dropped the input. I was so mad. I don't want to get into too many details because a lot of people watching this probably don't even know the mechanics of that game, but it's a bunch of quick time events. So there's some where you have to fire a gun, but you have to line up the cursor with the little marker it puts on the screen. The game makes you think, or you just kind of infer from the practice you get at the beginning of the game, that you can't pull the trigger until the markers line up. But you have a timer, obviously, you have to be quick, right? Well, I lined it up, and I pulled the trigger, and then nothing happened, it just went you fail, and I was like, I pulled the, And then later I found out I could have avoided it if I had learned during the practice in the early game that you can spam the trigger without consequence. You don't miss shots. You can just keep pushing or pulling the trigger to shoot while you're lining up the cursor, so you can just spam it without consequence. And then once the markers line up, if you were spamming it, boom, you get the shot, you survive. Again, there's another moment just like this where I was just like... But there's an even worse and jankier mechanic in that game that pissed me off even more later. Or would have, if I had actually survived that part without that happening. But like I said, that's a conversation for another day. When I do play that game again on stream, it's been years, so it's going to be almost like a blind playthrough, honestly. I've forgotten a lot of it. Anyway, back to this. Just felt like expressing my frustration with my first time through of this quest battle. Anyway. Lisa's certainly living up to her own ideal. Not every commander would choose to enlist a former enemy's aid in battle. Yeah, exactly. I think I shall make a habit of checking for primal influence before our meetings from now on. Seriously. What the hell did they summon? We don't even know that yet. But yeah, even this time through, that quest battle was intense. I seriously thought I was gonna let someone get enthralled. I was so scared. I told you, I let myself get immersed in it, so it was like... I felt, I let myself feel the actual fear of losing a friend like that. It's just not good, Your friend becoming a close friend of yours becoming a mind slave to a primal for the rest of their days. It's just not pretty, Especially when it's in your hands to see that they don't. Well fought, Leon. Ehrenwald? That was a near thing. Very. Aye, our stand against the Kalyana would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be enthralled as surely as our sentence would. We must have planned this far in advance. Seriously, what the fuck? Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have... Gosh, it's my fault. My stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson. Watch our own more carefully in future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldier who first spoke up in favor of the Kalyana keeping their weapons springs to mind. Uh-oh, that's right. He's a little sus. The primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Shistola. We'd appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Fordola turned up. What was she even doing here? I asked her to come. And she's explaining everything that I already saw in the vision. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Ragnfrid was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fordola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. Indeed, she did. If you say the world in which Fordola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes. 'Tis a long and arduous path you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alfina. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. And we'll see that you're not interrupted. Leon, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it. Alright, I won't complain. But yeah, that quest battle and the cutscenes leading up to it, well, pretty much when it started, I was like, now shit's getting good. Shit is getting intense. I was high.
Fine spot to contemplate the heavens.
High on the plot, okay? Not whatever else you might be thinking. I was super immersed. Again, all the more reason why the quest battle pissed me off when I died over some bullshit like that.
The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people.
Not perfect, but better than nothing for now, I guess.
It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
There's no such thing as perfection, but you get my point. Tell him what he needs to hear, Nanamo. I'll leave it up to you. Go easy on him, though, eh? I'll be alright.
Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Raubon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
I said go easy, holy shit!
But, Your Grace...
Raubon, I am no longer a child.
You still look like one, but yeah, I get
Stay here
it.
in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Nanamo.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Man. It's bittersweet, isn't it? I've always known them to be together, so seeing them go their separate ways like that is just... It's sad, but also, you know, the reasoning for it makes it something of a happy occasion at the same time, so it's bittersweet. And yeah, the whole, what I was saying earlier, the whole House of Commons thing that Ishgard's got going on, when I said it wasn't, you know, perfect, but whatever. I mean, what I was getting at is it's at least definitely way better than what Ul'dah has going on for it right now. And it's definitely better than the monarchy that used to be here and in Ishgard as well. So, you know, baby steps in the right direction. Way more democratic, at least. Erenvold is of an age with Fordola. Both of them born Alamegan. One never wanted his Garlean blood, and the other tried to become Garlean but could never be. Similar, yet opposite. Which would go some way to explaining the tension between them. Right? I noticed that too, yeah. That's what I was saying earlier when we kind of interrogated her, I guess? That they're not the same, but they're similar. And I didn't say in a weird way, but Alfino basically said it better. I went to see Fordola in her cell again. She did turn the tide of the battle, after all, and I thought it only right to thank her. But she wouldn't listen. Said she neither wanted nor needed my gratitude, and that I should go away. I don't know if I'll ever understand her. But you want to, don't you? I think that's the tension that Alfino's talking about. You want to understand her. You want to get to know her better, don't you? Yeah, I can see where this is going. Between Erenvold and Fordola. Nothing that'll happen
Thanks
anytime
for
soon.
shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project.
He's like, right, let's change the subject now.
She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
She was there, or he was there, alright. I make sure
Are
of
you
that.
in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Oh shit, busted!
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest. But I must yield the floor to Rauban. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
He does have some big shoes to fill.
It would seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, Father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
It's fucked up, man. They're bullying him.
Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor. And you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
That's right. You're gonna be old someday too, fool.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Seriously, if anything, he should be the one in charge. He's more from here than her, since she left at a younger age. A younger age than him, but not by a lot. Actually, they do look like they have a pretty big age difference. Never mind.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised.
What you talking about, Alfino? I don't
Either
know what
you're
you're
more
talking
astute
about.
than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
It's a little of both. I'm getting better at hiding things, and you're losing your touch a little bit. That would have been cool if Leon had just looked away like I did and just been like, started whistling. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. I must assume Father's responsibilities without delay, lest our rivals, both inside and outside Ul'dah, treat his dismissal as a window of opportunity. Rest assured, they will find Tizona's edge just as sharp in my hands. Tell him, Pippin. Tell him. I have asked enough of you, Leon. My only words for you now are those of gratitude. The pleasure was all mine, Animo. You're very welcome. Seems my road has come full circle. I appreciate the support you showed for my earlier decision overruled though it was. Yeah, and I apologize that I already knew it was going to get overruled. Sorry, buddy. Lys must be overjoyed to know that General Alden is staying. Though I suppose I shouldn't call him General anymore. Yeah, Lys, what's going to be his new title? Rauban is the veteran of 100 battlefields. Lys couldn't ask for a more reliable ally to have at her side. Yeah, now Rauban gets to be partnered with Lys. Is that Anonymous? I think it's about time I headed back to Ralder's Reach. What's next for all of you? Alize will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you, if you've no objections. I'd welcome the company. Leon, why don't you come along to the Reach as well once you've said your farewells to Nanima and the others? Sure thing. Upon completion of this quest, you will be able to access the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to the Royal Menagerie attendant. I'm guessing a lot of people were probably begging for that, since after you defeat Xenos and Shinryu in the final battle, you can't go up there anymore. It's where you queue up for Shinryu, right? And New Game Plus wasn't a thing until I think shortly after Shadowbringers launched. So there really was no way to get back there, so I'm guessing people were like, yo, what the fuck, we want to go back up to that beautiful place. So 4.1 came along, the first patch after Stormblood, this one, and they were like, alright, here you go. Hi, the gate at the top of these stairs leads into the palace. Nay, I can't let you in without the proper say-so. Oh shit, man. I guess we're done with these guys. There. You know the drill. Sneeze warning and all that. Come on, Alpha. We gotta go back to Ralder's Reach. have it. As soon as I get a mount, I just immediately try to fly. Wait, is she saying the same thing as before, or...? No, yeah, she's saying the same thing as before. What's up, Lise? Well, here we are again. Alfino has regaled me with a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. Poor Alize, she's like, I fucking missed out. FOMO was real, yo. Sag. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Yustola when we heard the report of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby this time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kalyana. Yep, can never trust them again after that. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kinds still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. But someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Very true. Very true. Excuse me. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance. Excuse me again. But I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Yep. Violence begets violence and all that. Indeed. Violence will ever beget violence. Thank you, Alfina. Holy shit, we basically jinxed each other on that one. As the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. Yeah. Imperialism is not sustainable. Sooner or later, the chickens come home to roost on that. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. I know Raban killed her. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and M tribes first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Kalyana's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army out of interest? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance's newest recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. The Bull of Alamigo? You guessed it. We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. And when Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Rhalgr's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the Resistance spokesman at the time, but I needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Raban as the overall commander of our forces. Very wise choice. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. I like how Ironbolt smiled right at that moment. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. Warms my heart. There it is. Return to the Bull. And that is 4.1, ladies and gentlemen. So obviously we're probably going to get some post scene. Yep, there it is. I do give thanks to the Kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. Hey, he's back in Kugane, holy shit! But there their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. Oh god, it's like Ulda 2.0, yeah. Kugane, I mean, yeah. At least it's a lot prettier than Ulda, though. These dango are delicious. Will you have one? Hmm? More sweetbreads? I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we have. Did she use the last of the money on that? She's like, well, if you don't want it. What the fuck? Bah, tis like talking to a child. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know. But I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Oh, take it easy there, don't fall over dead. Not now. Come, Suyu. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Again. Suyu, huh? Just the last half of her name? Okay, so I think it's fair to say that Mima in the Imperial Palace... Oh shit, here we go. I think it's fair to say she's experiencing some kind of amnesia or something, because it seems like she's a different person. That tends to happen when that happens. She, like, doesn't even look at Gosetsu like someone she knows. And like you said, she's acting like a child. So I can only imagine some kind of plot device like that. Because we've seen that in a lot of other media, honestly. The whole amnesia thing. But we'll find out. Have you read the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo. And Lord Xenos put to the sword. I love that phrase. I'm gonna use that from now on. I didn't kill that guy, I put him to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. Here the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head regardless. The hell? Nay. Lord Xenos lives? Deplorable. That our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Wait, but seriously? What the fuck? Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and above all accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. What are they talking about? Who the hell's this watching? That's all we get, huh? I guess so. That's all you get, buddy. Now you gotta wait 3 months to find out what happens next. I know what you're thinking when you hear something like that. You bastard! Yeah. I'd feel that way too. Again, another reason why I'm actually secretly grateful I'm not caught up. But I can't dodge spoilers forever. I gotta catch up at some point. So the marathon shall continue as always until I get to the end. It is what it is. Alright folks, well, this is as good a place as any to end it. So I will. So as always, that's it for me for now. Thank you all very much. For those of you who came by to watch in person, as always I appreciate the support. Crimson Rival. Appreciate having you here. I'm pretty sure you've gone to bed at this point. But yeah, to all of you watching in the future, I appreciate you just as much for all the support, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch. And as always, please take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, look after each other, and until next time, please have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And with that, as always, peace.